Why don't people succeed? Well, I can tell you, it's not because they're dumb or they're lazy. Hey everyone, it's Mark and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you've not been here before, I like to get straight into the video. I made a mistake before of just waffling on for quite a while. That's not happening. Today we're going to talk about distraction and why people don't succeed. The majority of people don't not succeed because they're dumb or because they're lazy, which is what a lot of people account it to. People are intelligent, but people are busy. Way busier than they were 15, 20, certainly 40 years ago. So when I say people are smart and intelligent, are they being smart and intelligent in ways that's really going to contribute to their lives? Really make a difference in what they do at this moment. On this channel, you'll often hear me talk about my soccer coaching career, or this channel itself, and about the ways that I intend to grow in this space on this platform. However, I, like everyone else, get distracted. So people are smart and intelligent, but are easily distracted. Distracted by the commodities in our life, distracted by 2021. So people aren't lazy, but they're busy. But they're busy concentrating on things that are pretty meaningless when it comes to their future. But I'm talking business, I'm talking career here, I'm talking what's the meaningful part of your life to make yourself a little bit more successful and make your life a little bit easier to enjoy. Bear with me on this because I've got some great stats coming up. I mean, there'll be people sitting here now looking at their phones, screaming at their phones, going, Mark, I enjoy being busy. I enjoy being on social media. I enjoy playing Pokemon or being on YouTube. But being on social media means you're busy concentrating on things that aren't actually meaningful in your life. So basically, our busy work isn't our busy work life. We are busy doing all these activities, and activity disconnected from strategy and purpose becomes distraction. I'm as guilty as you of this. It takes me so much longer to edit videos, study for my university degree, do the taxes for our business because of the distraction, because of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, emails. As soon as that ping goes off, I'm there. Think about this. As of August 2020, and this is globally, the average person spends 2 hours and 24 minutes on social media per day. Per day. If you take those statistics and average them over an adult's average lifespan, that's 10 years of their life spent on social media. 10 years of their life. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 10 years in front of some form of social media. That's a decade of people's lives. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that's 10 years of your life lost, because things are different nowadays. People are seldom bored. My children are seldom bored. I was always bored at their age. Now, personally, I believe social media adds some value to our lives. So I'm not saying these 10 years are lost completely, but it's the way we come in and out of social media, the way we flick in and out. If you go to the cinema, if you go to the movies and watch a film that's on for 2 hours and 24 minutes, on a constant plane, that's value, that's entertainment. You've relaxed, you've watched something, you've done something purposeful, you've enjoyed yourself. But with social media, we're flicking in and out of it constantly, all the time, for 2 hours and 24 minutes per day. So let's do some maths and work this out to a financial loss or potential financial loss. So the average person in the UK earns £30,800, and in the US it's $94,700. Wait a minute, that's a massive difference. I need to be moving. That's for another video. Anyway, I'm not going to be naive and use the whole 10 years as an average to take off you. I'm not going to take the whole 10 years of you guys being on social media away from you. You can relax. So let's half it. Let's use 5 years where you could have been earning money. You could have been building your careers. So in the UK, that means you've potentially not earned £153,000. In the US, it's $473,000. Nearly $500,000 of potential earnings lost because you're spending your time and being distracted by social media. Not because you're spending your time on social media, because you're being distracted by social media. When you're busy doing something, whether you're at work or whether you're at home, and all of a sudden that text comes in, or the email comes in, or Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is, whatever platform it is, that is what's distracting you. That's what's potentially costing you more meaningful positiveness in your life. And remember, you're awake. You're not asleep. This isn't time spent sleeping. This is time spent whilst you're awake. You are awake on this social media platforms. So we've lost 5 to 10 years of our lives on social media. Times we could have spent connecting as humans. Times we could have spent being more progressive with our lives, more meaningful with our lives. So the cost of distraction is right there in the statistics. The cost of distraction is right there in the statistics. It is huge, it's immense. And you're not being distracted because you're dumb or because you're lazy, it's because you're focusing in the wrong areas. I'm focusing in the wrong areas. And some people will say, Mark, I'm not on social media for 2 hours, 24 minutes a day. That's not what's distracting me. But there is something in your life that is distracting you for that length of time or close to that length of time. It could be TV. So when I say you're being distracted by social media, that doesn't necessarily mean you are on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or any of the other platforms. It could possibly mean that you're receiving texts that you either reply to straight away or think you reply to later. But that 2 hours, 24 minutes will be a distraction in your life somewhere. Hey, and I'm not sitting here saying that I'm Mr. Schedule, I'm Mr. Super Achievement. I'm bringing you this content because this is me. I get distracted easily, and I wanted to bring you this content and bring this to your attention because it might resonate with you. I'm all about living a full, meaningful life, a life with depth, a life with experiences where they really, really mean something. And if that means I have to half what I'm doing by being less distracted, when I say half what I'm doing, half my time, if I get less distracted, naturally, I will lose some of that time that I spend just replying or just looking at other people's Instagrams. When you go onto these social media platforms, you're actually checking into someone else's life. You're checking in to something either on one of these platforms or into your email or into your text, which means you are checking out of your life. It means you're being stopped in your tracks from doing what you set out to do that particular morning or that particular afternoon or evening. Or that particular afternoon or evening. It means you're being sidetracked, and that's a good analogy with the tracks. Think about this. If there's a train that's taking 100 miles journey and it takes 2 hours with one stop, the scheduler decides to add 10 stops, which then means it takes 5 hours to complete. So from its origin to its destination, 1 stop, 2 hours, 10 stops, 5 hours. Which train are you going to choose? Which journey are you going to choose? So let's find an answer today together. Work out a way that you're going to be less distracted and start telling yourself you're going to be more purposeful about your days and about your activities. And this isn't about really being more successful or achieving more. It's about having that feeling of being alive again and having that sense of progress and fulfillment that really we can only have if we really, really focus.